In the health and fitness space, there has been a massive growth in popularity from an online training perspective. And that's not necessarily from a client direction in terms of who they're choosing to engage in, but rather people entering the industry and being drawn to the appeal that comes with online training, promoting flexibility in lifestyle and obviously freedom for a pretty good monetary exchange. And I completely get it. And it's been really pleasing to see that over a 15-year period while I've been a part of the fitness industry, I do believe as a whole the quality of service delivery is continuing to go up and up and up, and that is evident when we look around at the general population and the typical training IQ that has been seen in commercial gyms. So you may be at the beginning or in the middle, somewhere in your fitness journey, and be contemplating, am I better to be getting an in-person PT or should I engage with an online trainer? And my answer to that question simply is it really depends on where you're at and what your level of experience is. If you are someone who would describe yourself as a athletically gifted and natural athlete who has quite an extensive sporting background, and when it comes to coordination and skills, it's not something that is foreign to you, then you may very well be able to dive into the online training space and be given your training programs and deliverables and have a lot of success. But I can tell you, as someone who does both in person and online, if you are newer to training, the amount of value that an in-person trainer can give you over a 3-month period of time so far dramatically blows out of the water what kind of value an online trainer can give you from a training point of view. Nothing is comparable to the in-person, one-on-one, 100% supervision with the cueing and the ability to, adjust things live and see what's actually happening. Because even with your ability to film some of your exercises, by the time that you send them through to your coach and then they give you the feedback on what needs to be changed, not only are they only being able to assess your form from one single angle, they also are then relying on you remembering that cue when it comes to the actual, next bout or repetition that you get to perform that exercise, and your need to be able to remember all of those little fine-tuned details in the moment while you're under stress and under a high amount of load. So there are pros and cons to both online training and in-person training. To keep it as simple as possible, if training is the main area of focus that needs improvement, then I cannot recommend enough that you go down the route, even for a shorter period of time, to get some in-person supervision and training that you'll be able to establish and develop your physical skills that can then go on for an extended period of time, even under the guidance of an online coach with their programming, once you have gone through, that skill acquisition and ramp on phase. If you are somebody who already has a good amount of training experience and skill behind you, then you may be more suited and better off to go down the online training route, as that often comes with some additional advantages surrounding topics of nutrition, accountability, systems, and supplementation. So it really depends where you're at in your fitness journey.